and you're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and in this video, I am going to unbox a pedal that I'm way more excited and honestly nervous about than any other pedal that I've ever unboxed, because it's the signature pedal for the guitarist in a band that I deeply care about and deeply love. It's a band that I have seen live easily way more times than any other band that I've gone to see live. I'm talking about the Aquabats. I'm wearing this shirt right now. I'm so excited about this. So yeah, this is gonna be the signature pedal for Eaglebones Falconhawk, the guitarist of the Aquabats. Let's get into it. I could sit here and wax poetic about how much I love the Aquabats and why I love the Aquabats and everything like that for probably an hour. Oh man. All right. But yeah, you guys don't want to hear me go on and on and on about them, I'm sure. If you're not familiar with the Aquabats, go watch some videos. And if you've gotten any sort of sense into my sense of humor, my personality, what I like musically from watching this channel over the years, you'll get it. You'll get why I love the Aquabats. This is a unique sensation for me compared to all the other pedals I unbox and stuff. Like, there's a fandom element here for me that that is new. There we go. There's Eaglebones Falconhawk. The Falcon Drive. It's by Rude Tech. Got Ricky Fitness. Crash McLarson. The Bat Commander. Jimmy the Robot. The Dude is right there. The hardest demos to make, the hardest videos to make, are the ones where you really, really like the product, because you feel like you're missing things. You feel like there's so much to be said and so much to express. And I haven't even opened the box yet, and I'm getting that feeling like, man, this is going to be a really hard video to film. I love every moment of this. Where do the pedal companies get these bags? What bag maker out there is making their whole living making bags for guitar pedal companies? You got Eaglebones Falconhawk there. You've got the Dude, which is his invisible bird. What do we have? We have volume, tone, gain, and blend. Oh, there's a sparkle there too. There's a sparkle finish. Oh yeah, it's across the whole pedal. I was looking at the Dude sparkling there because the Dude sparkles. If you're familiar with the Dude, which you probably are not, the Dude is a sparkly invisible bird. I don't want to explain all this stuff. Oh my, they have a show. They have like a kids show that's a lot of fun. You go watch that. It's fantastic. You don't have to go listen to the music, but go watch the show. If you've got kids, gather them around the old TV set and watch the show together. Looks like there's a sticker here with the whole band and a card. Scan that for the manual. I'm taking my sweet time. I'm enjoying this, guys. Like, I'm not going to rush through this just to get to the playing part. I'm sorry. Like, this one's for me. I love this. I love this. Too cool. Also, I already opened this to take a peek because I just couldn't stand it any longer. They sent me an anti-negativity helmet, which is part of their costuming, and I had them send me a second one for my son. So I've got two of these, and I've got a mask. I'll put that on in a little bit. Sorry this is taking so long, but you know what? Stories are important. And I'm really excited about this. And I want you guys to experience my excitement as well. All right, let's get set up and try this thing. All right, I'm going to use my Fender Amp Pro 2 Jazzmaster through my 2 Princeton's rig. People who are familiar with the Aquabats are probably making the connection now between why I do stuff like this. Why I've got like the tuner time graphic and stuff. Like the connection personality wise, like you're getting it now, right? You get that like this is stuff that I love. I spend so much time making my hair look nice for this show, and now I'm just gonna put a helmet on. These are made out of wetsuit neoprene. I imagine these get hot. And the Aquabats do an active, like full body show. Everyone in the band is moving. Like imagine they get really steamy wearing these things. I look like a low rent Crash McLarson with my big beard right now. Okay, here we go. I'm sure some of you are still watching at this point. A little bit of a warm-up. From what I understand, this is a distortion overdrive that blends in parallel sort of situation. So you've got one volume, one tone, one gain, and a blend between the two. Maybe I should pull up the manual just so I can know for sure what the heck I'm doing here. One side of the blend is Ian's modded overdrive. Ian is Eaglebones Falconhawk's real name. And the other side is his modded distortion. So I'm assuming left is overdrive, right is distortion. We'll find out. And they run in parallel, and the knob in the middle lets you blend betwixt the two. Between. Siri interrupted, and you know, spell check got a little wild on that one. Okay, here we go. I'll put everything to noon and see what happens. It sounds great right off the bat. It sounds fat and full. Yeah, I'm into it right off the bat. Know what I'm doing right now. Needy. How light does it get? Has a nice crispy, like loose grit. I should probably try it with humbuckers at some point here. I wanted to start with the Jazzmaster because Ian plays a lot of offsets. Though I remember when he first started with the Aquabats, I was already, you know, a big Aquabats fan when he joined the band. When he first started with the Aquabats, he was playing a Dean Cadillac, which was pretty cool. Like the silver Dean Cadillac. He's a lefty. he plays left-handed guitars. So it was probably because that was a guitar that fit the look of the Aquabats, and he could find it in lefty. And then eventually he started doing more and more Jazz Masters and Mustangs and stuff like that. I'm sure he plays a wider variety of guitars than that in the Aquabats. Playing what was it? The Squire. What was it called? Humbuckers will be fine. I'll switch to humbuckers in a minute. That's a really interesting, like, light, fizzy, loose grit sort of thing happening there. It's almost like a tube screamer without that honky mid push. You know what I mean? We're still blended in between the distortion and the overdrive right now. Let's take it back up to noon on the gain, and we'll try the blend control now. I don't know if that's the distortion or the overdrive, but it's meaty. So left has got to be overdrive, right has got to be distortion. Like, it's got this really round and full bottom end on it. And then with the gain up, the overdrive side does have this nice barky mid push. Yeah, you can absolutely use the blend control between the distortion and the overdrive to find your sweet spot, not just with gain, not just with mixing the gain in parallel, but also your tonal characteristics. The way it's EQ'd, you've got more of a mid push on the overdrive, especially with the gain up, and then you've got more of a mid scoop with the distortion. So you can kind of balance between them. Kind of how, like, it's a lot like how I balance the two Princetons. One's more hollow and one's more mid-push, and when they mix together, it forms a really, like, full, kind of like maxed out sort of sound that I enjoy. And that's essentially what's going on here. you're mixing two different drives, two different channels that have different EQ characteristics, and there's little sweet spots and stuff that you can find. And I bet like twisting that knob in a live mix with your band, I bet it becomes really powerful. Like you just turn it and chug, and eventually you find that sweet spot where, whoa, now I'm in the mix. I didn't have to change volume. Just changing the EQ like puts you in that mix. This mask, how do they wear it for full shows? There's got to be a trick, right? Eaglebones. How do you manage the mask? Sloppy.
ridiculous costumes. Worst of all, they had horns.
Bite right about there. Like, it's not just the drive bite, but there's this kind of like hollow, nasal, phasey sort of sound there. Let's try it with some humbuckers now. This is the Yamaha RevStar. I demoed it recently and I've been having a great time with it. They come in left-handed, Ian. If you're looking for another left-handed guitar, they do come in lefty. So, some information there for everyone, I guess. All right, we'll pinch and roll that blend knob back there. That was a little Easter egg reference for the Aquabat fans out there. I think I like the blend starting right about there. That's where I'm tending to find sounds starting where I like. I think too far that direction, and it's a little bit too mid-barky for me, a little bit too dark. Like I could balance it with the tone, but I'm liking what's happening there with the balance of the drive and the tonal EQ characteristics that are happening. Somewhere kind of like in that range is where I think I'm going to live with this pedal. It sounds great though. I'm honestly like, I'm excited about this pedal because, you know, it's a signature Aquabats pedal. It's a signature Eaglebones pedal. And I love that. And, you know, the fandom in me is extremely flared up right now. I'm having an extreme fandom flare up at the moment. But it does sound good, right? What do you guys think? Like if this was, you know, if this was just, you know, a normally branded overdrive pedal, this would still be impressive. This would still be interesting. Like mixing overdrive and distortion in parallel with those EQ shifts and stuff like that. Like it's a good pedal. I'm excited to try to use this live. How embarrassing would it be if I was like, oh yeah, I like the Aquabats, but this pedal's not very good. Thankfully, I don't have to say that. That bright, fizzy loose grit in there is what I live for. Like, that's the sort of thing I like in clipping. There's a little bit of an edge, just like edge of fuzz sort of sound. You hear that? fudged that up a little bit. I'm sorry, Link Ray. You deserve better, Link. We're on our way. Here we go. This video's over. Give it a strum one more time. I wish I had more Aquabats puns at the front of my head. I like it a lot. Obviously, I've got other stuff going on that's making me excited about this. But I think this is a really cool overdrive distortion. Parallel overdrive distortion. There's definitely plenty of sounds to mess around with there. I'm sure some of you got excited about this without caring about the Aquabats at all. Blending between overdrive and distortion in a parallel like mix is really smart. It's a really smart move. There's a lot of EQ range there. There's a lot of drive range. There's a lot of like character shifting going on. I'm sure at one point I hit, like a mix and you're like, oh, spend a lot more time there. And I didn't. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm absolutely going to be putting this on my board. I'm going to be trying it live. I'm going to see how this fits into my mix. I'm very optimistic about it though. These are sounds that I use. Bright, crispy, loose grit mixed with kind of like low gut punching mids and stuff like that. It's got a decent range between kind of like lighter, mid crunchy sort of sounds and heavy, creamy, crunchy sorts of high gain sorts of sounds. It's very versatile. And it's got an invisible bird on it. So what else do you need, right? Anyways, huge thanks to Rude Tech and the Aquabats, Gloopy Incorporated and whatnot for sending me this pedal and the anti-negativity helmet. This is a special moment for me. So yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments, support us on Patreon, buy a shirt if you're naked, and stay grounded. Bye, everybody.